We are set to begin. This is NKD SMARTVIEW. So starting from the ID 10 to ID what? 19 will be going on highs. Now as I did state, the system of what? The high-low goes with what? 3 systems, which is what? The 24 hours statistics, the 100 draw statistics, and the what? Balance, rebalance, slack, and what? Momentum. So right here we did have, below here we had what? Momentum. Following up with here now we had what? Slack, balance, balance, and the what? Slack. So it's much more like balancing and what? Rebalancing. In that given sense now, we'll be starting up from ID 10 with what? Highs. So ID 10 here will be going on with highs to ID 19, which is a total of what? 10 draws. As I stated, if you are using the high-low system, look for a good entry. You will follow up with what? Momentum. You follow up with slack. You follow up with balance and rebalance. So in that given sense now, when it's time to start, you'll be starting precisely, which is this ID 10. And following up with that, you're expected to play like 10 to what? 15 draws. Most of the time, your 10th draw might not win. You enter 11. You can stretch it as high as 15, but I recommend just what? 10 to 15 draws. I've done the calculation. So we're starting from ID 10 right about here. So ID 10, we won ID 10. ID 11, we won ID 11. Now imagine a case whereby you stake what? 2,000 naira per stake. Then out of what? 10 game plays, you win, let's say 6 or 7. That means by every time you won, you are winning what? 2,000 naira. Times what? 6. That's a total of what? 12,000 naira. Then you lost 4 minus what? 8,000 naira. That is what? 4,000 naira in that round. 10 minutes to get this. That is if you are not using martingale. In the case that you're using martingale, you are getting something higher. But in the case you are not applying martingale, you get yourself what? 6 out of what? 10. You have what? 12,000 minus the remaining 4 here minus 8,000 is 4,000. 7 out of 10, you get 14,000 minus 6,000 is what? 8,000 naira. This is without the martingale. All you need to do is to win more than half. Even if you do win half, in the sense that what? As you know, the high-low has what? The high-low has 2 odds, the low 2 odds. So medium has what? 26 odds. Now look at the statistics for all time. Statistics for all time shows that what? The medium can only appear, or has so far appeared only 4 times in a row. Meaning that if you are using a martingale up to 4, ever in history, the medium has only appeared what? 4 times. That means the chances of it appearing more than 4 is what? Quite impossible for now. If you look at the age of Bet9ja, which is what? Close to 12 and more than 12 years. And yet, for all those years, the meat has only appeared 4 times in a row. Meaning that the martingale of 5 is safe, according to what we can see here. Though, we don't need a martingale of 5. All you need, as I stated, is to go through the period of what? Momentum, which is the third rule for playing high-low. Momentum, slack, balance, rebalance. So once you get all those, you can look for a perfect entry position, and then you start staking. You can get 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, in fact 10 out of 10, because according to what you can see here, high has a max win streak of 19. So if anybody got in at a very decent position, you would have on a given day won 19 draws straight. But as I did state, you are only looking in to go for 10 to 15, and you are not even looking for straight wins. Without martingale, if you can win more than half, you have profit. If you can win half, you break even. So you do understand that. The same with what? The low, also 19 according to what? Record. So let's get back. We started at ID 10. So we did start at ID 10. We won ID 10, ID 11, lost 12, 1 13, 1 14. This is what? 4 out of 5 so far. We're stopping at ID 19. Except if ID 19 does not win, then we take it more than 10 draws. So you do understand. Now let's say in this case now you're sticking with 2,000 naira. First game, 2,000 naira. Then you what? Lost it. Let's say you started well with a balance of what? 20,000. So first game 2,000, you lost it, you're down to 18,000. Now from 18,000, you stake another 2,000, you won it, you are up by 4,000 naira, 22,000. This is what? Your second game. Third game, you're on 22,000, you lost it, you are up, you are down by what? 2,000, back to 20,000, right? Fourth game, you did win it, so 20,000, you won 22,000 at this stage, right? fifth game, you're on 22,000, you won it, you're at what, 24,000. So this is what, when you look in for not using martingale. In martingale, there's nothing like you won, you lost. Whenever you lose, you go into what, increase your stake. Let's say you went in with what, 2,000 naira and you lost it. The next stake, because you are going on 2.00 odds, you're looking in to go with around let's say another 2,000 will break even. So 2.5 is 5,000, you're making 1,000 naira. So you understand? So 2,000, you go 2.5. Then if at the second stage you have lost 2 in a row, which barely happens if you go in at the right time, you have lost a total of what, 4.5 times 2 odds. If you go for the third game with what, 5,000 naira, 5,000 plus what, 4.5 is what, a total of 9.5. You win 500 naira as your recovery on the third time. Do you understand? So the recovery rate for the high-low is quite very tight. Unlike the Rainbow 2 Plus, I might need you to triple, that needs you. Also the Bet0, Rainbow 2 Plus, the Bet0 that needs you to triple after every stake. In the case of what, the high-low, because of the odds of 2.00, you don't need to do much. 2,000, you can go what, 2.5, you can go what, 5,000. You understand? Much more like you are just progressively going in a very much more linear way, rather than what, pumping in more capital to it. So let's get on and see what we have done so far from ID10. So from ID10 we got 1, 2, lost 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can get, imagine playing lows, no amount of this thing would save you here. What do they call it? Martingale. If you are using martingale, even if you're not using martingale, you are just playing straight, you've actually been losing a whole lot. Now we've lost our second one. So you do understand. So we started from ID10. Now we've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. We are going in for the last or another if we don't get an immediate recovery. In that given sense, now if you look at this clearly, you can see that what we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 9 so far. That's decent. Even if you are not using a martingale, you are on profit. 7 out of 9 means 14,000 in profit, 4,000 in loss, a total of what, 10,000 naira. If the next comes out, is a total of what, 14,000 naira. So that's actually the entire thing there. Let's watch out for the next gameplay. As I did state, you go through the right process, you get yourself a good entry, and you what, move on to the gameplay. So this is a high. So this is a high right now. The last gameplay, ID10. So ID1, 1, 2, lost 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, lost 8 out of 10. 2,000 naira per stake. Without martingale is what, 8 gameplays is 16,000, and you lost what, 4,000. A total of what, 14,000 in 10 minutes or less than 10 minutes. In the case that you did not pick high, you picked low, you won 2 out of what, 10. That is what, 4,000. Then you lost 16,000. That's what, minus 12,000. So if you do get to learn the system of high-low, you get yourself what, good gameplays. Just, you know how to navigate it, and once you know how to navigate it, you know what to expect at any given stage and when to make your entry. So we got ourselves now 11th gameplay, we have another high, but as I did state, I'm stopping on gameplay 10, and if you look at the screen, it's all what, highs and highs and highs. So that's it. This is how the high-low work. Make sure you get in place and what, you secure this to start using.